Imagine this, the game had barely begun, the first quarter was still fresh, and suddenly, oh my god, one single moment turned the entire arena into chaos. Players were shouting, fans were confused, and on the sideline, a head coach completely lost his patience. But the biggest question everyone kept asking was simple. Why did this happen? Why didn't the referees blow the whistle on a play that looked like a clear charge? Because if they had, the entire game could have changed instantly. The moment started like any normal possession. The offense was moving the ball, trying to break through the defense. Players were rotating quickly, searching for a small gap to attack the basket. Then suddenly, the drive happened. The offensive player attacked the lane with confidence, trying to force contact and create a scoring chance. But the defender read it perfectly. He stepped into position, planted his feet, and prepared for the impact. And then, boom, the contact happened right in front of the official. For a split second, everything seemed obvious. Players on the bench jumped up, fans in the arena reacted instantly. Even the commentators sounded surprised. Because to almost everyone watching, it looked like a textbook charge. But then something unbelievable happened. The whistle never came. No offensive foul, no charge. The play just continued. And suddenly confusion spread everywhere. Players looked at the referee like, wait, what just happened? The bench started reacting. Coaches were already raising their arms in disbelief, because there was one huge detail that made this moment even bigger. The offensive player involved already had 2 fouls early in the first quarter. If that charge had been called, it would have been his 3rd foul before the quarter even ended. Just imagine that. A key player forced to sit on the bench that early could completely shift the momentum of the game. And that's exactly why the reaction on the sideline was so intense. Head coach Mike Brown jumped up instantly. His face showed pure disbelief. He rushed toward the referee, clearly trying to understand what just happened, because from his perspective, his team had just executed the perfect defensive play. They trapped the ball, they rotated defensively, and the defender stepped perfectly into position to absorb the contact. That's exactly how coaches teach players to draw a charge. So the question kept getting louder, why wasn't the foul called? But then something even more shocking happened. A few seconds later, the whistle finally blew. Everyone thought the referees were correcting the mistake, but no. Instead of calling an offensive foul, the officials called a reach-in foul on the defender. Oh wow. Now the entire bench exploded. Players were shouting. Fans inside the arena started booing loudly. The energy inside the building suddenly turned intense. And Mike Brown? Oh man, he was furious. He stepped closer to the official, passionately arguing his case. His team had just made a perfect defensive stand, yet somehow the call went completely the other way, and the frustration kept building. Because from his point of view, the defender did everything right. Perfect timing, perfect positioning, perfect contact. So again, the same question came back. Why did this happen? Was the defender not fully set? Did the referee believe the contact was initiated differently? Or was the angle simply too difficult to judge in real time? Because referees only have a fraction of a second to make these decisions. And sometimes one small detail changes everything. But then the moment escalated even more. The referee blew the whistle again, and this time the call shocked everyone. Technical foul. Yes, Mike Brown had been given a technical for arguing, and instantly the crowd erupted. Fans were booing loudly. The bench was still frustrated, and suddenly a single missed call had turned into one of the most dramatic moments of the night. But here's the real mystery that kept everyone talking. Why did the referees see the play differently from everyone else? Because when you watch the replay, the defender clearly tried to position himself for the charge. Yet from another angle, it might look like he was still sliding slightly, and that tiny movement can change the entire call. In basketball, a split second can make the difference between a charge and a no call. Still, moments like this always create debate, because when a team executes a perfect defensive possession and doesn't get the whistle, emotions explode. Players get frustrated, coaches lose their patience, and fans start asking the same question again and again. How did the referees miss that? But maybe the bigger question is this. Did they actually miss it, or did they see something that everyone else didn't? Because in the NBA, sometimes the most controversial moments happen in less than a second. One collision, one decision, and suddenly the entire arena is talking about it. And honestly, that's exactly why basketball drama never disappoints. Because sometimes one moment can turn a normal game into pure chaos.